Today, July 5th, we detected unusual options activity on Activision Blizzard, and also on the previous trading day, July 3rd, we also detected unusual options activity. It was a holiday yesterday, July 4th, and so these 2 days, we're going to analyze both days to determine what is going to happen with Activision Blizzard stock, ticker symbol ATVI. This company makes popular video games such as World of Warcraft, and most recently, Diablo 4 was launched just last month. And so, without further ado, let's get right to the analysis of these 4,993 unusual options today at 12:05 p.m. This was for the July 7th and the July 14th. 85 strike calls, 90 strike calls, 85 strike calls. Okay, so we'll take a look at the chain for today, July 7th. This expires in 2 days. So the 85 strike calls you'll see here, the open interest is slightly above the volume. We believe this means that the 85 strike calls are being closed, okay? And they're opening new trades by rolling it to July 14, which is 9 days away, a week from their previous options, to the 85 strike calls here. You'll see the volume much greater than the open interest on the 85 strike calls. And here are the 90 strike calls. Okay, we believe they're buying the 85 strike calls and selling the 90 strike calls. And when you analyze this trade, you'll see that this is a bullish trade. Currently price of 82.94. As the price goes up, this becomes more profitable above the zero profit loss line on the y-axis. If it's below, that's a loss, and that happens if the price goes this direction, down. Okay, you'll see from the Greeks, positive delta, so this is bullish. Okay, now on July 3rd, as we mentioned, we also detected unusual options activity, and we can show that here under this tab. You'll see here, this is the July 3rd. Okay, so this was August 18 expiration, 46 days away. They were also buying the 85 strike calls here, okay, and they were doing 7,000 of them. And the 90 strike calls they were selling, also 7,000 of them, okay. And it was the same type of trade, and you'll see that it was back over here, the August 18th, right here, okay. And you'll see now lots of open interest here, okay. And so they bought the 85 strike calls, sold the 90 strike calls, and when you analyze this trade, you'll also see that it's also bullish, okay. The difference is that this trade has a little longer time period. It has a reduced theta decay here. It's only -1. And as opposed to the other trade, which is at -5. Okay, so that's the difference here. But you do get the higher delta, the 21 delta here. Over here, you only get 16 deltas. Okay, so that is the difference of the trade depends on how much risk you want to take on. If you take on more risk, then the reward is higher. If you take on less, it's lower. So it's all dependent on your risk tolerance and what kind of trade you want. Okay, so comment below, what do you think is going to happen to Activision? Because you can see here that there was a big gap down after earnings. Okay, and since then it's been going up, filling this gap here, right? And soon as it, on this day, June 29, it was trading at $84.99. You can see that here at the price. It didn't hit $85, but this was the resistance here. It couldn't break it. It went back down, right? And so what is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Comment below. Do you think these options or this stock is accurately telling us that Activision will break that 85 price target? Those 85 strike calls, right? Because it's already been tested once and it failed. Okay. One thing also to point out was that if you pull a Fibonacci on this pullback here, the low of that day and the high of that day, you'll see that today we actually bounced off of this 61.8% Fibonacci level. It's one of the golden ratios. You'll see it touch this price level of $82.11, and it went back up. And so could be quite meaningful for people who believe in technical trading. We believe more in unusual options activity, and in this case they are both confirming that. And so if you are interested in other stocks as well, where we analyze unusual options activity, we do have a membership you can join to get exclusive videos on other stocks as well, where we analyze unusual options activity and also show you what trade strategies we use, and then our updates and when we manage our trades, reduce risk, take profits as well. So if you're interested in that, click the join button on our channel homepage, and remember to comment below what you think about Activision Blizzard, and subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell icon and you'll be notified whenever we detect unusual options activity. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.